Anybody want to go first?
All right, I'll go if nobody volunteers. Okay, so I'm Kelly. My YouTube is Teacher Kelly Tag. I'm excited about this one because I think I've done the most level 3 classes of any other unit. I've had the level 3 since I started VIPKID. And when I went to Journey, there's the most students in 2 and 3. I've had the most regulars. I've probably done every class, although I wish I could verify that with VIPKID. But I have a lot of regulars in level 3. I have a lot of 4s that I had since they were 3. So I'm really excited about this one.
Good. I think this is the one I teach the least. I have one that comes a couple times a week, but 2 now because he just moved up from 2. But I don't teach this one a whole lot. Okay, Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy, Bennett. I have the iPad group, and I don't always use my iPad because I can't use the iPad for YouTube until I have 1,000 subscribers. But I just put a really good link on the group today that compared the MacBook Air to the new iPad Pro. So I thought that was really interesting. It was actually saying the iPad Pro has more features. My daughter just got an iPad MacBook Air. She researched and paid her own money for one. So when I saw that, I was like, but she says she likes it. So
Good.
yeah.
Should I tell everybody my disclaimer of when I'm looking around the room? We do have somebody new in the chat. Hello, teacher Mindy. Thanks for coming. Mindy, so you know, when I'm looking down, I have notes here for level 3 today. And when I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the live chat. So please feel free to ask questions in the live chat. We check the chat as we go. So, okay, Miss Evelyn.
Hi, my name's Evelyn Joy, and I teach all levels. So for me, they blur together, so I had to double check that mammals and birds is level 3. And now I'm wondering, are sea animals level 3? Possibly, like when we learn about
Fish and reptiles.
Okay, reptiles, yeah. But when we learn about like whales and dolphins and
4.
Oh, that's level 4.
Yeah.
3 and 4 get mixed together in my brain. Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to say that I see a lot of complaints on Facebook of teachers saying that they don't like teaching mammals and birds. And I was going to say I love teaching mammals and birds, but that's probably because I have a lot of fun props for mammals and for birds and even the sea creatures and all that, because I can extend a lot and I can ask them about their favorite animals and we can talk about different features and stuff. So I just wanted to say some fun props can make a boring class more exciting.
I agree. Yeah. Well, great. So, oh, hello, Dani. Dani, are you watching from your garden? We'll have to wait for the answer for that one. I wonder if she's listening to us from our garden. If her weather is anything like mine, she's probably outside gardening right now. So, okay, well, let's talk about some of the topics. Maybe I'll just go over them quick. I sent them to the collaboration group, but just so YouTube land knows, Unit 1 is Our Time on Earth. Unit 2 is Clothes I Wear. Unit 3 is My Body. 4 is Animals and Their Bodies. 5, Animal Groups. 6 is 5 Senses. 7 is Let's Celebrate Me. 8, The Farm and the City. 9, Let's Move. 10 is Culture. 11, Once Upon a Time. And 12, Let's Go to South America. I do think I could teach the famous Chinese folktales and European folktales in my sleep now, though. But so, anybody have a favorite unit in level 3?
Surprisingly, mammals and birds is a favorite of mine because I've invested so much in these props. I use them a lot.
I think that's mine too.
It's an alligator. So I might have a few crazy antics. And I talk to my students about going to the zoo and I showed them pictures, and at the zoo in my city, the giraffes had babies, but even the baby giraffes are taller than me. They're 6 feet tall. So I talk about that, and I show a picture of me and my kids standing in front of 4 elephants. So I have a lot of fun because, you know, it's fun to if they tell me their favorite animal is a tiger, I go, "Ah, it's a tiger," you know. So I love teaching about mammals and birds.
Cindy, Kelly?
Well, I like the end unit about Brazil only because now that I've taught so many level 3s, I see how it brings it all together. It kind of reviews all the units, plus teaches about Brazil, but you know, when it reviews mammals and birds, it talks about the mammals and birds in Brazil, or clothing, talks about the clothing Brazilians wear. I just love the way it comes all together, and after doing all the level 3s, you really see how it ties together. So I like that one.
That's great. I can't remember teaching Peru, but I'm in Brazil right now with one of my babies. She's little too, but she's great. So, but I don't think I've done Peru, but I have done Brazil.
Okay.
Cindy?
Yeah. Peru comes after Brazil.
Right.
So in Peru, they talk about a holiday of the sun, and my cup that I drink water out of has a sun on it. So I also use it as a prop. So talking about the sun.
Cindy, the prop you were holding up, what do you use that for?
This is I use this for Peru, but like I have a bunch of these. I got these at the dollar store. They are actually like stickers you can put on your wall, but I just cut them out and just use them like this. But the boy that I had last night, he did Peru, and I used the flag from level 1 that has Peru on it that I think Morgan made. I have it over there in a drawer. But this kid, he didn't like animals at all. He didn't want cats, dogs, animals. So I finally pulled out my stars that have balls on them. He said he didn't like balls either, but then he named the balls. I don't usually let the kids request, but if they totally don't like animals, I'm not going to start and finish with animals. I'm going to try to find something. And he was just like, you know, my husband was like, so how'd your class go? Well, this is what I saw the whole class.
Yep.
Oh, you know, and he was not thrilled, but I think I pulled him in toward the, you know, middle. He was with me and enjoying it. So
I tried. Really.
This little guy actually came from Peru. My student that I had in Germany went to Peru for a few months to live with her grandparents, and she came back and gave me my little llama, and it's so soft.
Nice.
Cute.
All I have is, for the longest time I didn't have a llama prop, but at Dollar General this weekend for $1 I found a keychain. It's not as special as yours, but that's my llama prop.
They're all cute.
I was going to do like 4 of these llamas, and they're all different colors.
Oh, cute.
But obviously he said no. I have used these before, but he was like, no, not doing it. So.
Whenever I teach about a country, I show them, here's China and here's America, and then I show them, and here's Peru, so they can see like where it is from where we are, you know.
Good idea. And Dani said, I love it too, Evelyn. Props are essential for mammals and birds. And she's saying hello. Hello, Amanda. Amanda's here. So we have Amanda, Dani, teacher Mindy, Laura's here. Hey guys, there's 8 in the chat. Say hello to us. Let us know you're here. Dani said cute, Cindy.
Of course, I have 2 going. I have my computer and my phone on.
Right. Good.
Oh, I like that. That fox. That's really cute.
Did you have something you wanted to say, Kelly?
25 cents in the craft section of Walmart.
Cute. She's got a ton. We'll just let her keep pulling out props while we talk. So in the chat, let us know what your favorite level 3 prop is. And I wanted to say hello to Giselle, who can't stay, but thank you for coming, Giselle. So Kelly, what are your favorite props for level 3?
Well, I guess it depends what we're doing for mammals and birds. I also I have flashcards of all the animals. So I can always, I have mammals and birds I separate out. I do have stuffed animals. I talked about this on a live stream, but if anyone missed it, I actually found this in my daughter's school. I like pulled over to pick it up, to take it, because I knew it'd be perfect for mammals and birds. So yeah, and then you could always use stuffed animals that you have. That unit's easy. I kind of have mixed feelings about mammals and birds. Like, yes, the props are great. I know why people hate. I don't hate it, but I know why people do. I think it's a hard concept for the kids, like warm-blooded, cold-blooded, and how young they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Evelyn asked if it was level 4. It probably more should be a level 4 type of class, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it can be a high level thinking class. Yeah.
It is surprising how we go from the beginning of level 2 to the end of level 2 and how much advancement happens there. And then also getting to level 3, it seems like it's level 3 and 4 blend together because they all seem kind of around the same level, right? But 2 and 3 are extremely different from the beginning of level 2 and the beginning of level 3.
Yeah. Or if they had the mammals and birds more towards the end of level 3, it's kind of towards the beginning, which, you know, maybe that would have been a better placement for what they have to learn, because then the next unit's like super easy and you're trying to like pad time, you know, and the mammals and birds you're trying to cram so much in, so it goes from like super cram to like, oh, now you're extending. So yeah.
Let's see, Giselle, I'm not sure. She said, hello, can't stay, have an appointment. Was told by a student she is starting class on March 1st. Okay, I understand. Just a note, if you have 1,000 true followers, those followers will buy anything you sell. They'll buy.
I think maybe she's talking about 1,000 YouTuber
right, but
subscribers.
Or
maybe
is she
talking about
VIPKid followers?
Yeah,
No,
I don't
think
know.
she's talking about YouTube, like if you're going to go be monetized with YouTube, and then you put maybe if you have an affiliate link or something, or you have, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you can sell whatever you want if it's your own channel, right?
Right. Dani said feathers. Marianne is here. Hey, Marianne. Marianne said she went to the store after the gym. Marianne, not too late if you wanted to jump on here with us. And Dani saying hi. Oh, she's walking the dog. Got it. Okay, putting y'all loud on blast while I get my fingernails in the dirt. Go, Dani, get dirty. Kim's not going to like me telling her that. And Kelly, right?
She can, just because I don't like to do it.
Orange fingernails.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
They are very orange. They look red when I hold them up, but yeah. I just go in there and say anything bright and fun. So, okay, let's see. Where are we? So we talked about some props, and let us know. I haven't heard from anybody in the chat about their favorite props for level 3. Cindy, did you tell us which one was your favorite one to teach in level 3? Can you think of one?
I do like the animals. I have these cards I use for almost everything now. It's great because like you have birds, but then you also have the baby bird. So usually I will say, what's the baby duck? And they might come up with duckling, but today I went here, what is this? What's the adult? And then he had to say the duck. And then I have like the baby and the regular mammals. So that was kind of fun. I used those with the mammals today. Whoops. But then I also showed these cards. These are from the dollar store, little people cards, same and different. And I found that these have animals as well as what are you wearing. So I thought this was great because the what are you wearing gets really redundant. And so this was good because you have different outfits. Yeah. I don't have any real clothes, but they have different outfits and they're doing things. So you can say, what is she doing? Stuff like that. So depending on their ability, some kids can talk more than others, but this came in handy the last few days. I have had a lot of level 3s lately. So yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that what are you wearing was level 2, so they kind of blend together for me. But for clothing, I took pictures from a catalog and put them onto cards, and that
What
way.
an easy, great idea, Evelyn. I love it.
Free. My favorite part.
Right? I don't think of stuff like that, Evelyn. Until you show me things, I just don't think of it. It's great.
It's nice to have something to
That's why
show
we're doing this.
our-
We're doing this for you because you need ideas.
Yeah,
Free ideas. Great.
love, you know.
Mine's all my daughter's American Girl old clothes. So that's
Yes, show us, show us.
yeah. So swimsuit. So this is the hardest for me to say is swimsuit because I call it a bathing suit. So the whole
Yes.
time I keep having to tell myself swimsuit, swimsuit. Does anyone else have trouble with that? You call it? Yeah.
I did too, but on my flashcard it said swimsuit. I was surprised about that.
Yeah. Well, and then, yeah, so I have shorts, pants,
Okay.
t-shirt. For putting on and taking off, I usually use a hat. Like, okay, putting on
I can't reach
and
stuff.
wear.
Oh, good.
Putting on, wear. And then, yeah, or if I'm wearing a cardigan sweater, you can easily take on and off. I'll do that too.
Yeah.
I use the Mike AR sticker when talking about hat or jacket. And I always like make a face like, oh, I don't want to be Mike. I don't want to be a boy. And they laugh and we say hat, jacket.
Mhm. Good. I had to, so one of my resources that I like for, it's towards the end of level 3 with the SW, the SH, those sounds. I found these. Now you can make these, and there's actually some on Teacher Pay Teachers, or you can just make them yourself. But I found these on Amazon, and they have the SW, and then the kids just read them. And you know, after doing so many for so long, it's just nice for them to have a little bit of a different thing. And so I might, and actually you can use them in level 4 has this also. So I just pull a different one out. I probably have about 40 of them because they came in little packages. But so there's one where there's 5 of them, like SM, SH, you know, a bunch of them. So on one day I'll pull out maybe these 2. One day I'll pull out this one, and I can just pull a different one for a quick little review. And I don't know. I like it. They're in level 2.
Cool. What are they called when you order them?
I think I did digraph spinners. I'll try to put my link below for them too. But there's many different ones. I want to get the Bossy E one too. But one other thing, and this was just cost the colored printer paper and ink or whatever. I looked up free template or free digraph sounds or whatever, and got these. So now I know he's a level 2. So SK for school, he can't say school. So I did SCs, SK, you know, and just tried to get a bunch. He can do cool, and he can do like skate, but he can't do school. He does spool. Everything is SP. So I've been really working for months. So if anybody has any tips or tricks for that one, I mean, I've helped with speech before. Everything is coming out SP. A lot of sounds. So we're trying to work on that one a little bit, but I also don't want to frustrate him. So I just keep printing out little cards and trying to get him to say, you know, say that. So
What if you said he could say the SC by itself, not school, but what was the other one?
He did say skate and skunk, but when it comes to school, it's still spool, even after tons of level 2 and me working on it every class.
Even if you just tried the sound by itself, sk, sk, sk.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. It's
Yeah.
a tricky one.
I have these flashcards I bought at the dollar store when I was a newbie, and they have all kinds of sounds. So I have all kinds of S sounds. So I use that for this. I have the SWST snake. Plus I can use this for the reptiles unit. So yeah, SP, ST. So these are great. These just came in all kinds of sounds at the dollar store. So yeah. And then on the back, if you need to extend, like you need more SW words, yes.
Great.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Evelyn, she just reminded me, do you have your rapport building questions handy?
Yes.
I would love to see those again. They're great, guys, and she made them, of course. And I need more rapport building things, especially now that they're stuck inside. You had one that was like, what do you like to do inside, I think?
Yeah. I say,
Like to do at
what do you
home.
like to do at home? Watch TV, read a book, play video games, or listen to music. And you could add to the list and say, do you like to cook? Do you like to dance? Do you like to, add activities to it? And then I have, what sports do you like? And I have sports on it. What music do you like? Do you like to dance, sing, play an instrument, or play piano? Because I want to know if my 5-year-old student plays piano, or if my 7-year-old student plays violin or guitar. I want to know, what they like, what sports they play, what do you like to do outside? Fly, swim, fly a kite, ride a bike, or play sports. So those are my 4 for my older kiddos.
Good. And my Terry plays trumpet. And I showed you all my little girl that plays that one that I can't pronounce. I'm not even gonna try. Okay, looking at the chat really quick, let's see. Laura says, I love all the science or nature units on every level. I used Google Slides for a while. Now I use my phone or another computer. And she uses the American Girl doll clothes too. I did have to make some fun birthday props. Good. Marianne says she uses Barbie clothing. Laura, Dollar Tree has great birthday props. Laura said all the American Girl doll clothes fit on the Meg and Mike puppets. I dressed them. I put them on the puppets. Good to know.
Good to know, yeah.
Mindy said, good idea, Laura. And great idea, Kasie. Have those flashcards, Kelly. That's all from Marianne. Yeah. I think I love to have a mix of props. I love Realia most, as you can tell by looking at the area of my desk. But I like to be able to use the flashcards and things too. So
months and days of the week, is that level 3 or 4?
That's level 3.
Okay, I have something to show then. Okay. Are we not talking about that yet?
No, go for it. I just thought of something too for that.
Okay, so my first couple months with VIPKID, I took a few workshops, and in one of those workshops, they said for days of the week and months of the year, it's good to use something that's a cylinder. I used plastic juice cans to show continuity, to show that, after December comes January again, after Saturday comes Sunday again. And I have songs from preschool that, from teaching preschool, that I use because those slides can go by so fast if you let them, because one slide says today is Saturday, the next day says today is Sunday, or it's December, it's January. So you have to extend in some way. So I teach my students a song.
Me too.
I say, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And the funny thing is, my student, who's just like 5 years old, but she's really smart, maybe she's 6, and her younger sister, who's like 3, they were both singing this song before class. After I had taught it to them, they were singing it in the next class. And then the one for the months is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And this also is helpful when it says, what month comes after February? What month comes after February? So they can see an answer without me just giving it away. I can show them how to find the answer.
Great. Those are the 2 songs I sing too. Except, have you guys did the days of the week to the Addams Family? It's easy because some of them know it. I won't sing it by myself. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. Yeah. So I go through that song too with them, but I'm not as shy with them. A little bit I am, but especially if they're older. So, but yeah, I think using songs to get them to help them remember it and recall it later on, and to think about which comes next or after or, you know, before. So, Kelly?
Yeah, well, well, for the longest time, I mean, I just use a calendar. I get an old one for my husband's job. So I'll just say, like, you know, what month comes after March? And if they don't know, you could always just flip to the next one, or before. Days of the week, same. You could, what comes after? Now, this prop is a brand new prop I just got recently at a meetup, and I've only used it once. All of my regulars are like in the upper level 3s now, but I had a booking. So like, these are magnets. So this is great. They can see it all when you're doing like before. So I had a girl specifically who she was learning the ordinal numbers. So this was perfect because look, like it has which one. So for her, she was having a little bit of trouble with the ordinal numbers. So, you know, I could just hold this up and say, you know, what month is February? And she could see, oh, it's the 2nd month. So this is brand new, but I love this so far. And then instead of flipping the calendar, they can just see which one's before, which one's after. So thank you. I don't even remember your name who gave this to me, but this is awesome.
Great. Yeah. Cindy?
My question, have you met anybody who didn't really know them very well? Like, I don't feel like I've ever taught them. I feel like they already know them whenever I've had kids.
If it's new, like if it's like, you know, the first lesson or maybe the second lesson. But other than that, yeah, they usually know it.
I had one that kept writing the number. So they would say, what month? And give me a 10. I'm like, that's October, January, February, March, April. And we would have to keep going through them. And it started because I asked when their birthday was. And they didn't know the months to say when their birthday was, but he could tell me it was 3-whatever. So that helped at least.
I don't know if my student understood the question correctly, but it sounded like she had the same birthday as me.
Oh, yeah.
Because she said the number before I said my birthday. Unless they see my birthday and she thought I was asking what my birthday was. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a coincidence. Because she was a short notice. Yeah, she's a short notice, and I have had her before. But when I asked her for the birthday, it was the same day. And I'm like, does she know what I'm asking?
I was like, me too.
Yes! Like your birthday buddies. Yay.
But you can check on the VIPKID app when the class is over.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now,
sometimes I heard they're not exactly correct.
Right, and did you realize that they're a day before they actually are? Every student I have, because I ask every student when their birthday is, because I write.
What is that?
What's
Why is that?
Because our time, it's a day before. When I lived in Germany, some of my my Google Calendar would do that, but I ask them when their birthday is, and every one of them is off by 1 day. We are 1 day ahead of them. Like her birthday, I have so many.
Notice that.
So like her birthday is March 29th, but in our portal it says the 28th. So
I recently just noticed that for the first time. So you noticed it right away. Wow, very cool.
Yeah. So, and I have tons of March, which is fun because that's my birthday month. I'm like, hey, are they like coming in? You know, hey, she's got the same birthday. No, not really.
When's your birthday? March what?
12th.
12th. Okay, mine's 7.
My son's the 2nd.
Yeah, I looked
it up.
Yours
is March too?
Hers is March 27th. Yours is
what?
what?
My son's is March 2nd.
My son's March 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, the one in college in South Carolina. And then I have another son that's the 10th. And another one that's the 31st.
Well, you could almost have every month. I just realized that.
I could, but I have March is big, May is big, There's a couple months that nobody has a birthday, but
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah.
Dani, let's see. I just saw something from her. Where is it? She loves seeing all of our props. And yes, ordinal numbers are hard for some. And ordinal numbers comes in the grammar lessons too a lot. I've noticed that. Marianne, yes, I sing in all levels. Study shows singing songs help remember concepts longer. Marianne, I sing too. I just turn bright red and get all nervous. Evelyn?
I sometimes use this prop when showing numbers, but if it gets bigger than 9, I write the numbers on the whiteboard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of whiteboard.
Evelyn mentioned this in one of her videos, so I had to run out and get it.
Oh, cute.
This
That's
came
a
in
good
handy for going
one.
to America because the kid did not want to go to America. So I had to kind of make it fun. Do you want to go to America in a taxi? Because he didn't want to go to America. So I had to kind of add to it another way.
I can't blame him. I don't want to go to China at this point.
I don't either. I used to say
Yeah.
I'd like to go to China. I haven't said it lately.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot of places right now. There's a lot of my friends that are stuck on base. We won't get all into it, but they can't leave right now because of the virus is not on base, but on the outskirts of it. So, yeah. One prop that they talk about in on the teacher portal is this one where you can write, the vocab words, or I've done it where I've put 10 up here and made a find a star game out of it. So they use their vocabulary words, but I have a star under some. So that's like super easy, and all you need is sticky notes, and you can reuse the sticky notes and just write different words on them. Mm-hmm.
I use these just recently. I've been using them for question and yes and no when the student won't answer me, like yes or no. I'm like, yes or no. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness, we all have popsicle sticks and ears and eyes. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to go to my printer because I have FAQ that they're printed. They're just sitting there that I didn't bring over here. Awesome. Look at all these props. Let's see. Oh, Marianne, she's so funny. Oh, Dani said she's learning so much from us. Sheesh. Great. That's what we're doing these for. Oh, teacher Mindy said, great singing, Evelyn. I know, she is good. Marianne said, if you are over 40, there's a fabulous teacher in the 40 plus. Oh yeah, it's a Facebook group. 40 plus, and we're fine Facebook group named William Hayes. He has fun strategies to teach concepts in level 3. Kasie, he would be a great interview. I think I'm in that group, so I'll have to give him a shout out and check. So I do have somebody else coming up that I'm going to need some questions for too, but I'll post that to you guys later. Yes, Kelly.
I just want to say one thing. Mary Clayson has some old videos that she gives some really good tips on like the mammals and birds. Go back to some of her old videos. I use a lot of the things I learned in her videos in all of level 3, especially mammals and birds. So, yeah.
Great. Good. Okay, so I'm going to get the FAQs off the computer. Does anybody have a little something they want to share, prop or otherwise yet? Evelyn's looking around. Or Evelyn, you want to sing us a song?
Okay, so as you guys know, the ABC song, this is more levels 1 and 2, but my lion always wakes my students up. So I'll sing to you guys how my lion sings. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Now you see, I can sing my ABCs. Good job, Lion. Thank you.
I love it. Okay, so of course, only one of the 4 pages printed. But basically, in your teacher portal, there are many resources. You can see every lesson under the additional materials. You can obviously check them out There's also a section on there. Shannon Mabry answers FAQs from other teachers. That's what I printed out that, of course, didn't make it out here. But I can. Oh, should I? I won't screen share it. But just know that you can go there and look up common questions. You can look up additional materials if you need it. So I wanted to tell you guys what. All right, I've got
What
it.
is it
here.
under?
It's under level 3, and it's the mentor FAQs. And the first question is, what is the best way to extend in a level 3 class? So what do you guys think? What's a good way to extend in a level 3 class?
Oh, I do it all the time. I try to pick up on what the student, what their level is as far as talking. And I have one girl that is very reserved, but when she reads, when she talks, she's really good. So I've seen other teachers give feedback that she doesn't talk much. But I always try to find out what they like. Like if they like animals, I'll pull out my animals and talk about animals. If they like I said before, I use these cards, which was really good. I will, like, if I'll say, what is she wearing? I'll ask what color it is. What is she doing? And then ask color, hair, you know, and try to use vocabulary that they are going to use, you know, or again. And since the feedback lesson from the guy that has really good feedback, he was doing more detail. So I did this for one of my students. I don't always do this, but if I find myself giving a lot of new words, I will open the feedback section, and you can't do this on the iPad. But if you're on the computer, you can open the feedback and type in the vocabulary that we used that day. So then they can go back and read it. And I think the parents do appreciate more detailed feedback, especially right now, because everybody's looking for things to do. Yeah. So maybe if their regular busy schedule, it's not as, you know, as well read by the parents. But I think right now the parents are fine with the extra work.
Mm-hmm. Good. Kelly, Evelyn?
I haven't used these for a while, but for CVC words for the youngers, or for building words, like you guys were showing your note cards and stuff, if I want to build words, I have letters that, this is just foam, and foam from foam from Walmart, and Sharpie marker, and hot glue, and half a magnet. And I'm missing a couple letters. I need to look for them. But you can build words onto your whiteboard or onto a cookie sheet and hold it up and change the words if you're practicing a specific beginning sound or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Great. Kelly?
Yeah, I've showed this before, but I use it in multiple levels. I always have this for new students. But I also have like a dice game that I can just play if there's extra time at the end of a class or assessment too.
Good.
But also and Evelyn has a spinner for hers. But I also try to just extend on the lesson, you know, if you're doing days of the week, what's your favorite day of the week? Clothing, what do you wear? You know, mammals and birds, what's your favorite animal? So I just make it part of the lesson and add on usually.
Or like, what do you like to do on Saturday? What do you like to do with your friends outside on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, sorry. No, I was just gonna say, I had one level 3 who was in that unit, and I had him since he was a 2. He was so advanced that like he would have finished the lesson in like 10 minutes. So I was literally like every day of the week. What do you do on Monday? What do you do on Tuesday? What do you do on Wednesday? Yeah, for him, I had to.
Homework and sleep. Homework and sleep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. That's been a lot. What do you want to do when we get done? Go to bed. But I also like to, I will spell words. Like I'll try to make a list of their frequently used words. And we might do that at the end, like do spelling. Or then we'll draw pictures. This was a picture that a student drew. It was really cool how he drew it. because he started just drawing lines and I wasn't sure he understood what I said because we had just talked about eagles. He said eagles was his favorite. The eagle was his favorite animal. And so we talked about eagles and birds, and then I said, let's draw an eagle. And that's always fun when you see the talent of a student even on the whiteboard there. But it was really cool because it was like a reveal for me because I'm like, what is he doing? And so then I had to take a picture of it afterwards and keep it. So that's always fun to draw something that's in the lesson at the end of class if you still have time. That's a really fun thing to do.
Cindy, that's on my dice game, Pictionary. It's on both. This is an upper level one, but it's on both. Yeah.
So if they get Pictionary, you tell them to draw what they want and you guess it?
I give them the choice. I say, I can draw and you guess, or you draw and I guess. So depends.
Fun.
I'll go to the last blank slide if they want to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. So what do you think is the biggest struggle for level 3? I can tell you.
I tell you right away is like when you get a kid that doesn't want to really talk, like they're not at the level where they can really be major conversationalists, and they're not babies where you're like playing. And
Right.
so it's hard to find the happy medium, and like if they're not really into it, like I've had a couple students like that, they're not into it, and you have to, you know, here you are talking about what do you wear? I wear a shirt through the entire lesson, and you have to kind of make that it's exciting for them. And I think that's the hardest thing because I've gone through it a couple times this week.
Right. What do you feel is their biggest struggle? Either way, both of them. Go ahead, Kelly.
Well, definitely the mammals and birds, some of the concepts are hard. So I see why people can hate that. Like the warm-blooded or getting which one, who has scales and gills. And so, I mean, you can have fun with the animals and the props. I agree with you guys, but some of the concepts are hard for them to get, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evelyn?
Oh, I was going to say if you have a student that doesn't read very well and there's a lot of reading, that can be difficult.
So in the FAQ section, they say the biggest struggle for level 3s is probably the grammar, and second is the pronunciation, since some of them may not have had it coming into level 3. It's obviously it says know what you're teaching because they may have questions or trouble with it, maybe some strategies ready. That's what I got out of my quick read of the FAQs. So Kelly, are you getting ready to say something? Looks like you're ready to hit unmute.
Yeah, the long and short vowels can be hard for some of them because that's the level where they're learning them, especially the beginning level 3s.
Yeah, bossy E, yeah. Cindy, yeah.
I had the music lesson. I was so excited about it. And the girl, I don't know what level it is. It's just one of the supplementary courses. Is it 4? And she could not say musical instruments. And I'm like, I get it, girl. That's a hard thing to say. When you're, drums is fine, piano is fine, but musical instruments, that's a little rough. So that was fun.
Okay, let's see. The last one on the FAQ was how can we set up level 3 students for success in the future? Man, my questions are getting in depth now for you guys. And guys in the chat box, let us know what you think also. Biggest struggles of level 3 students and how can we set them up for success? So let us know what you think.
I definitely, back to what I said earlier, the vowels, because if they're not getting like how to recognize a short and a long vowel and they go to level 4, then yeah, that's not going to be good. So I think that's a concept they need to get in 3, what the sounds the vowels make. Good.
Yeah, some of this is built in level 2 and we really need to like make it concrete before they get to 4. No, Caleb. And Marianne said, simple conversation is the biggest struggle that I see. Oh, Laura, draw one. I just read that, Cindy. Laura H said oxygen.
Oh, talking about breathing oxygen with gills or
Mammals and birds.
Yes. I just did level 5 with oxygen, H2O. So in my head, I was thinking, wait, that's level 5, but that's right, with the lungs and everything for reptiles.
I think for me, when I get to that stuff, I just feel like I'm teaching the words. I'm not really teaching. I mean, yes, you want them to get the concepts, but I just show them the pictures and teach them the words because I figure they must do science in Chinese. So they must have something to relate it to, you know?
Yeah, that's how we have to think of it because, yeah, that's hard concepts for them.
Because oxygen, they're really pronouncing the words and they'll learn that concept in their Chinese science. Yeah. And they're probably more advanced than our kids, I'm thinking, intellectually, as far as that goes. I don't know.
Marianne, go ahead, Evelyn.
On a side note, you know how our students in America go to school from 8 a.m. until 3:15 or 7 a.m., 3:15, whatever. I had a student who was explaining to me how their schedule changes from elementary to middle school, that in elementary school, they're at school until 6 p.m. and in middle school, they're at school until 8 p.m. I was like, what? And he said, you still start school at the beginning of the day. And I'm assuming that's all of China. I was very surprised because I thought they had like extracurricular activities after school and stuff. But
yeah,
wow. I think they have a longer lunch and then they like
they have like an hour-long lunch.
Yeah, they do everything. And plus, don't forget, they live close by. Usually they walk. So.
I think their lunch might be longer because they take classes too during their lunch. But yeah, I haven't heard of it being that late, but it definitely is different. And I don't know about you guys, but I have at least 5 students that live at school. So I have to say, one of my students, every time I see her lately, she's like, I'm happy. I'm like, why are you happy today? And she's like, because I don't have to live at school right now.
Oh,
She's doing online classes. So for her, she gets to be with her family. And every weekend before the virus, she would tell me, I'm happy it's the weekend, I get to stay home. And on Sundays, she would tell me, I have to go live at school tomorrow. So she's very happy to be home with her family right now because she lives at school.
Her school must be a long ways away from her home then.
Thank you, Cindy. No, it's not. It's mandatory. Actually, she lives down the road now, but it's mandatory. Yeah, I have 5 of them. I wonder if they're the same area. I don't know. She told me she was leaving. She let me know. So, okay, let's see. Teacher Mindy, I missed something. This one was to Kelly, I think. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay, Teacher Marianne said, I check for understanding. When they read a concept like same, different, I show them an example and then ask them to show me an example. Laura H. said, I have so many upper level students who do not say the long vowel sounds. Yeah. Mindy said, she meant Kelly. Kelly, can you read what is on your dice game? We can't see it very well.
All right, so this yellow one I use usually for level 3. My orange one is like usually 4 and up. So if they get a 1, guess the animal. So depending on their level, I might just describe an animal. I might say like, oh, I'm black and white. I live in China. I eat bamboo. Okay, guess the food. Ask student a question or ask teacher a question. This is a good one. They really have to think. 6 is a funny face. Thought about changing that one because a lot of them don't like to do that one. But if they won't do it, I'll put an AR sticker on me or like a funny face and be one of them. So yeah, this is the one I use for 3. And then this is one I use 3 and up. Like if it's a brand new student, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite snack, book, animal, school subject, and color? I can use this for a 7 too, because they're basic questions like for the first time I have a student. So yeah, so those are my 2. I'll show you my orange one when we get. Oh, he's cute.
I just want to like pinch his cheeks. Oh, so cute. Mindy said Caleb is adorable.
Yes, he is.
He's so cute.
Almost 2 months. Almost 2 months.
Aww. Every time you're telling me like you're nursing or something, I'm like, oh, I remember that. 20 years ago.
Look at his face.
Aw. Okay, so I think, let's see. Mary Ann said, yes, some students go to school on Sunday evenings and stay until Friday afternoon, even if only a few miles away. Yeah, that's my experience. I think I have a whole group from one area. I think one mom kind of got them all involved, and they're all from the same school. So maybe that's why. But yeah, they live at the school. So
I couldn't imagine. I mean, you guys as parents, could you imagine that? Like your child when they're young living away
No.
from at school.
I can't even imagine sending my little 5-year-old all day to school 5 days a week. I'm like, I would never see her, so we're homeschooling. But
I taught kindergarten every day, all day. Yeah, we had full-time kindergarten up until June just now. So yeah.
you feel
Yeah.
like you're raising other people's kids almost.
Now, what I did, well, see, I was fortunate. The teacher that had my son in kindergarten let me bring my daughter, and she was 3. So I went to school almost every day to volunteer. The teacher liked that I was there helping. Sadie's loved being in the classroom thinking she was a big girl, and Johnny had his mama there. So for me, it was really sweet and worked out. But I don't know how it is here in the States as much. That was, overseas on a military air base, I think.
Yeah,
It could
they
be
wouldn't
different.
let you bring a little one. I tried when no.
So I was very fortunate. And then I became her aide. And that's how I actually snowballed into becoming a teacher. So, okay, so let's check the chat because I am almost out of things to say. Mindy said some get a 2-hour lunch. So good to know. That's all I have. Do you guys have anything you want to end with on level 3? Or please plug your channels. Let us know what you have upcoming and what you're doing.
Caleb, what do you want to say? Subscribe to Evelyn Joy and all her friends.
Oh, and everyone's links are below. So as you can tell by our thumbnail, we have many teachers that are in the collaboration group. So, aw, you're so cute. All right, Kelly, try to beat that. I don't know.
I can't compete with Caleb. I can't. So, well, I live stream every Tuesday. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Eastern time, so 8 o'clock Central, I'll be on. So, yeah.
Good. I'll be watching you from getting my hair cut.
Okay.
Can't wait. And colored. So, okay.
To see your hair.
What's that?
After you get your hair cut and colored, you'll have to have it down and show us.
Maybe. I don't leave it down very often. You know what? I'll put it down. Just do it now. When I pull this out of the ponytail, it is like a big, huge bump on the top of my head because I always use ponytail. So my hair is just like designed to be clumped right there. So
my kids and I, we watch on YouTube this song, and it's a bunch of cartoon penguins that dance along to it. And he goes, I got a ponytail. I got a ponytail. I got a ponytail. So anyway, we sing that sometimes.
Fun. Now you're going to be thinking about me and my ponytail next time you sing. Okay, so upcoming, I just want to plug mine if you guys don't mind. Oh, they're saying thank you in the chat. Upcoming, can you even see that? I did put my hair cut because I'm so excited. I have Heather's live at 8:45 on, was that Wednesday after Dani. On the 27th is my live. On the 2nd of March is our next collaboration. So we need to decide what we're going to collaborate on. Should we go for 4? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Also put that in the chat or in our Collaboration Station Facebook group. If you're not a part of that, please go over there and check it out and let us know what you would like to see. On the 4th, I have Lucy West coming. And guys, I'm announcing it here. On the 5th, I have Kasie Morrow. And on the 24th of March, Nancy Taylor will be here. So super excited.
Wow.
And I think you guys know the fabulous Penny Davis. She has said she wants to, but we don't have a date yet. So super exciting. I'm excited. Anybody, anything? Thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you for doing these collaborations. They're a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks. I love it. They're fun. All right, guys. I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, Caleb. Oh, just
Bye, Caleb.
Oh,
Bye.
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 Bye.